Most people think their dog loves them because they feed them, because they hold the leash, because they control the treats. But animal behaviorists have just discovered something that completely destroys that idea. Dogs are capable of forming a bond so deep, so specific, so personal, that scientists are now calling it the closest thing to a soulmate connection ever documented between two different species. And the signs? They're not what you think. They're not tail wags. They're not excited jumping. They're quiet. They're subtle. They're things your dog has probably done to you today, and you had absolutely no idea what it meant. Today, we're revealing 7 of them. And number 5, I genuinely warn you, have tissues ready. Every sign on this list comes directly from peer-reviewed animal attachment research and canine behavior studies. This isn't cute internet content. This is science, and it's going to hit you like a truck. By the end of this video, you're going to realize your dog has been telling you something profound every single day. And today is the day you finally hear it. Stay for number 5. It's made grown men and women break down crying. You'll understand exactly why when we get there. Let's go. SIGN. 1. They sleep touching you or face your direction. Here's something most dog owners completely overlook. In the wild, the moment an animal closes their eyes is the most dangerous moment of their entire day. Every predator, every threat, every risk in the environment becomes invisible the second they fall asleep. So animals in the wild make one very specific, very deliberate choice about sleep. They only let their guard down completely next to the ones they trust with their life. Now think about your dog. If your dog presses their body against yours at night, rests their chin on your legs, or even just angles their body in your direction while they sleep across the room, that is not a cute habit. That is a primal survival signal. Research shows that dogs actually mirror the sleep patterns of their chosen person over time. Their rest cycles begin to sync with yours. Their body unconsciously orients toward yours, even in sleep. And here's the thing, your dog doesn't do that with everyone. They do it with you. Sleep is when every living thing is most vulnerable. Your dog doesn't choose that moment lightly. When they choose you, that's not routine. That's not comfort-seeking. That is devotion in its most honest, unguarded form. They're saying, without words, you are the safest place I know. And by the way, we're just getting started. Because around the 2-minute mark of this video, I'm going to tell you about a behavior so specific, so scientifically remarkable, that it only happens between dogs and the person they're truly bonded to. Not just any person they like. Their person. Keep watching. Sign 2, they yawn when you yawn. Now here's where it gets interesting. You've probably heard that yawning is contagious between humans. You see someone yawn, you yawn. Most people chalk that up to tiredness or boredom. But scientists have known for years that contagious yawning is actually one of the most sophisticated markers of deep empathy in mammals. It requires a level of emotional attunement, a mirroring of another being's internal state, that most animals simply don't have the neurological wiring for. Dogs have it, but only for specific people. Studies have shown that dogs catch yawns from humans they are emotionally bonded to, not from strangers. Not from people they've just met, only from the people they're deeply connected to. The yawn literally travels from one nervous system to another because the bond between them is strong enough to blur the line between where one emotional state ends and another begins. Your dog isn't tired when they yawn after you. They felt what you felt. Their nervous system responded to yours automatically, the same way it happens between two humans who have spent years deeply in love. Next time your dog yawns when you do, don't laugh it off. That's not coincidence. That's one of the quietest, most scientifically confirmed signs of a soul-level bond. And it just happened between the two of you. Sign 3, they check your face before they react to anything. Pay attention to this one because once you see it, you cannot unsee it. It's called social referencing. And here's what it means. When something unexpected happens, a loud noise outside, a stranger at the door, an unfamiliar object on the floor, your dog doesn't just react. They look at your face first. They check your expression before they decide how to feel about the situation themselves. They are using you as their emotional compass. Now here's what makes this scientifically extraordinary. This behavior has only been documented in 2 places in nature, in dogs and in human infants. Not in wolves, not in primates, not in any other domesticated animal. Only in dogs and only in the specific human they have chosen as their person. Think about what that means. Before your dog decides whether the world is safe or scary, exciting or threatening, they look at you. Your face is the reference point their entire emotional system orients around. You are how they make sense of everything that happens to them. You are their North Star. You have been this whole time. You just didn't know it until right now. Hold on. Before we get to sign 4, I need to tell you something. A lot of you watching this right now have a dog sitting somewhere nearby, and I want you to notice something. Because what I'm about to describe in the next sign, you may have seen this happen just this week and completely misread what your dog was actually trying to tell you. Sign 4. They bring you their favorite toy, not to play, but just to give a most. Owners get this wrong every single time. Your dog walks up to you with their favorite toy in their mouth. You reach for it, expecting a game of fetch. But they don't want to play, they just drop it at your feet, step back, and look at you. You probably laughed and tossed it aside. But animal behaviorists say that moment was one of the most significant things your dog has ever done for you. When a dog brings you their most prized possession, the toy they guard, the one they sleep with, the one they'd never let another dog near, and simply gives it to you without wanting anything back, that is a gift. Not a game, a gift. It is the highest offering in a dog's emotional vocabulary. It is them saying with the only currency they have, I give you the thing I love most. And here's the layer that'll get you. Before they walked over to you, they made a choice. They looked at their favorite thing in the world, and then they looked at you, and they decided you were worth more. That is not an animal running on instinct. That is a soul making a deliberate choice about what it values most. And it chose you. Real quick, if this is already hitting different, if you're already thinking about your dog differently right now, hit the like button for me. It takes 1 second, and it genuinely helps more dog lovers find this video. Now back to number 5, and this one is the one I warned you about. Sign 5. They comfort you when you cry without being trained to slow down here. Let every sentence land. This is the one. Researchers at the Associative, University of London designed a study where dogs were exposed to the sound and sight of their owners, crying versus humming versus talking casually. What happened next stopped the researchers cold. Dogs didn't just respond to the crying. They physically broke through barriers to reach a crying person, not just their owner, even strangers in distress. Driven by nothing but the need to get to someone who was hurting. No training, no command, no treat waiting on the other side. Just a being in pain and a dog that could not stay away. And here's what they do when they get there. They don't bark, they don't bring a toy, they press their body against yours. They lay their head on your chest. They go still and quiet in a way they almost never are. Because somewhere in that animal's understanding, they know that this moment is not about energy. It's about presence. They can't say I'm here. They don't have the words, so they become physically present with every single inch of their body instead. Thousands of dog owners have reported the same thing. Their dog appeared out of nowhere during a divorce, during a loss, during a breakdown on the bathroom floor at 2 inches the morning. They didn't come running because they heard a command. They came because they felt something shift in the person they love, and they refused to let that person sit in it alone. Your dog cannot fix what broke you. They know that. So instead they make you one silent, irreplaceable promise. You will not carry this alone. I am here. I am not leaving. And they mean it with everything they are. Go find your dog for a second if they're nearby. Just for a second. We'll be here. Okay. I need you to stay with me here because signs 6 and 7 are where the science gets genuinely mind-bending. Number 7 especially involves something happening inside your brain and your dog's brain at the exact same time. Something that only evolved over 15,000 years of living beside each other. Don't go anywhere. Sign 6, they lean their full body weight into you. You've felt this. Your dog just walks up, plants themselves against your leg and leans. Their full body weight pressing into you like they're trying to become part of you for just a moment. For years, this was misread as a dominance behavior, or neediness, or insecurity. Modern research has completely flipped that understanding. The full body lean is a dog's physical language for closeness, not physical support, emotional closeness. They're not leaning because they need to stand up. They're leaning because they want to feel your warmth, your heartbeat, your presence against their body. They want the physical confirmation that you are real and you are here and you are theirs. It's connection seeking in its purest, most unfiltered form. No agenda, no ask. Just your dog pressing into you because being next to you is the best feeling they know. Every single time your dog leans into you, they're making a choice. They didn't have to walk over. They didn't have to stay. But they did because being next to you feels like home. And you are home to them. You always have been. Sign 7. They stare into your eyes slowly and hold it. We saved the most scientifically stunning one for last. And I promise this one is worth it. When your dog holds soft, gentle, relaxed eye contact with you, not the alert stare of a working dog, not the intense focus before a game, but that quiet, warm, unhurried gaze where they just look at you and stay there. Something is happening inside both of you, at the chemical level that will genuinely take your breath away. Both of your brains are releasing oxytocin. Oxytocin is the bonding hormone. It's the exact same chemical released between a mother and her newborn baby during those first moments of eye contact. It's the biological signal that tells a nervous system, this is safe, this is mine, this is love. And it's happening between you and your dog at the same time in a mutual loop, triggered by nothing more than looking at each other. Now here's what makes this one of the most extraordinary facts in all of animal science. Wolves don't do this. The direct ancestors of your dog, animals that share almost identical DNA, they avoid prolonged eye contact. It reads as threat in wolf communication. This behavior did not exist before dogs chose to live with humans. Over 15,000 years of living beside us, dogs didn't just adapt to our world. They evolved a brand new behavior, one that exists for no other reason than to bond with us. Your dog is not just looking at you, they are chemically bonding with you in real time. Every long, quiet gaze your dog gives you is their brain saying, this is my person, this is my whole world. And your brain responds because deep down, on a level below thought and language and reason, you already knew. If your dog does even one of these things, you are not just an owner. You are their safe place, their chosen one. Their entire universe walks on two legs, speaks a language they'll never fully understand, and goes away sometimes without explanation, and still, they never stopped loving you for a single second. They never needed you to be perfect. They never needed you to always get it right. They just needed you to come home. And every single time you did to them, that was everything. Go find your dog right now. Sit with them. Put your phone down for just a minute, because they've been trying to tell you something for years. Today you finally know what it is. Which sign made you stop and think of your dog? Tell me in the comments, and don't just say the number. Tell me about your dog specifically. I want to hear about them. And if your dog is right next to you while you're watching this, type, I see you in the comments. Let's find out how many of us are watching this together with our best friend right now. If this made you feel something real, like this video, it takes 1 second and it means more than you know. And the next video, don't skip it. We're covering 6 things your dog does in their final days and the heartbreaking love behind every single one of them. It's the most important video on this channel. I'll see you there.